Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Mary and I give you guys an extra welcome. I would love it if you stayed for a while, grabbed a snack and click the subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. For today's video, we are going to review a foundation. Maybelline came out with a tinted moisturizer from the Fit Me line. I love the Fit Me foundation, the matte one, so I'm actually really excited to try this out. Summer is coming, and during the summer I prefer a lighter coverage base, so I am definitely curious to see if this is a good product for myself. So if you want to see whether I love this or not, then why don't you go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, my hair is completely up because I'm going bald. Just kidding, but I already have a little bit of a bald spot going on here thanks to my postpartum hair loss. Alright, so this tinted moisturizer by Maybelline, you can find it at Walmart. At least when I purchased it, it was $7.89, and I purchased it online. They didn't have it for pickup at my Walmart, so I had to actually purchase it online. And one thing I wanted to point out with this is the ingredients. So I went on there and read up on the ingredients. I did the same thing with the Makeup Forever skin tint, just because I wanted to make sure what kind of primer to put underneath this so that it performs the best possible. And the very first or second, I'm not sure if that G2033279 is an ingredient, it probably is. The very first ingredient you see on there is aqua, which means water. So what does that tell me? That tells me that this tinted moisturizer, a lot of it is water-based. You definitely have to make sure that you use a primer that is good with water-based products. Just keep that in mind. Another thing is it tells you how to use or apply, and it says here, apply Maybelline Tinted Moisturizer with fingers or a foundation brush. I definitely agree with that. Skin tints and tinted moisturizers are more on the lighter side, so if you use a wet sponge, it's going to take more coverage away. Keep that in mind. For today's review, I'm using my Wet n Wild Primer Serum and the Tatcha Water Cream. This is what works best for me with the Makeup Forever skin tint, so I thought I'd do the same for the Maybelline Tinted Moisturizer. Can you hear that? It's pretty watery in there. This is the Makeup Forever one. I kind of wanted to show you some swatches of the product just so we can see the difference between the two, see if they look any similar. I got some on my shirt. As far as how they swatch. Okay, so here it is. This is the Makeup Forever skin tint, and this is the Maybelline Tinted Moisturizer. So for sure, the skin tint is a lot more watery than the Maybelline one, but still, it's actually pretty watery. And I'll show you on my finger. You could tell just like how watery it is. That's the Maybelline, and this is the Makeup Forever. All right guys, so I am actually going to apply this with my fingers first, and then I'm going to go over with a brush. And I did pick it up in the shade 220, which is the shade that I use in the Fit Me matte foundation. I use it mostly in the summer, but since this is a tinted moisturizer, you don't need your actual exact shade. This product is available in 14 shades for a tinted moisturizer, which honestly, I feel like companies need to stop using the excuse that it's a tinted moisturizer, therefore they don't need to come up with as many shades. Alright, so right off the bat, it does not feel as watery as the Makeup Forever. But yeah, as I was saying, I definitely feel that companies need to stop using that excuse. I don't know, I just feel that companies use that excuse and I don't like it. I definitely feel they need to come up with more shades for this. It doesn't matter that it's a skin tint or tinted moisturizer, we need more shades. Okay, so right off the bat, I really am enjoying it. It's definitely a lighter coverage, like a pretty light. I don't think you can build this up. You might be able to, but I'm not going to try because that's not the purpose of this. Honestly, if you really want to build something up, why don't you just go ahead and use an actual foundation? At least that's the way how I personally feel. You can still see some of my little freckles and like moles popping out. You can still see just a tiny bit of like the little small redness that I do have. I don't mind personally. I like natural finish, it's my preference. All right, so now let's go ahead and read the claims on this product. So the Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer is a lightweight tinted moisturizer, provides a fresh feel and natural coverage with 12-hour hydration, 76% natural origin ingredients with aloe vera. Formula enhances skin without hiding it, blurs pores and conceals imperfections. Let's see. I definitely do feel like my skin looks better. I don't know about a blurring effect. At least for me personally, I don't see it. I also don't see it hiding my pores, and I'm okay with that. Why don't I go ahead and get the rest of my face on and then I'll come back. It is now 1:20 and that is the time that I finish putting on the product so I can do a little wear test for you guys. All right guys, and this is the finished look. I actually feel like it looks pretty good. I'm definitely liking how my skin is looking. I don't have too many problem areas. Typically my nose is the area that I have the most trouble with. It just gets oily. But right now my skin is back to normal. I am normal skin with a oily T-zone. I was experiencing some dry skin there because of pregnancy hormones, but that has cleared up. I just have one small little patch right here on my under eyes, but I put concealer so it doesn't really count. All right, so right off the bat, it definitely reminds me of the ColourPop Tinted Moisturizer from the Pretty Fresh line, but compared this one to that one, this one is $8. The Tinted Moisturizer from ColourPop is $14, so definitely cheaper, and I feel like it works just as great as the ColourPop. Let me bring you in closer so you can see the finished look. Okay, so there it is. I did go ahead and set my skin. I always do. I cannot have an unset base. I cannot. But yeah, I am loving it on the nose. But here I put concealer, so I don't count that. It looks pretty good. Now I am going to send you off to the 2 check-ins. One will be in daylight and one will be the final check-in before my outro. You will know my final thoughts on the final check-in. All right guys, so this is my check-in natural lighting. So I definitely feel like my skin is looking beautiful. I am definitely enjoying it. I'm really liking it. I am. I really am. Please excuse the mess in the back. I have newborn babies. Yeah. I definitely feel like it smooths out my skin, but I've set my face, so more than likely the powder is a culprit in that as well, but I feel like it looks pretty great. What do you guys think? It's 2:40, so it's only been a little over an hour. I have watched a couple of reviews on it. It didn't go so well with the people reviewing it, and I 100% think it has to do with the primers that they use under this tinted moisturizer. Always read your ingredients, guys, always, because what you put underneath it has a lot to do with how well that product is going to perform. First check-in in natural lighting, I absolutely love it. Love it. I am really enjoying it. It honestly doesn't feel like I'm wearing much. I definitely feel like this is also going to be a favorite for this summer. My next check-in will be the last one, and then it'll be the end of the video, and I'll be back with Miri in the studio. All right, guys, final check-in. I'm outside. Babies are sleeping inside, and It's pretty dark in my house. There's still some daylight, so I decided to take advantage and use this light outside. I know, crazy. It's 8 p.m. and there's still like a little bit of sun outside. Final thoughts. I really do like the tinted moisturizer. I definitely feel like Maybelline did an amazing job. So I've been wearing this for 7 hours and it still looks this good. I was carrying a baby and she was hitting my face, so on this side you could probably tell where she hit my face. She probably got some on her little face. Hopefully it doesn't break her out. I like this. I think it will definitely become a favorite. My face is normal. I don't get very many breakouts. If I do, it's usually hormonal because my monthly visitor is coming. I have an oily T-zone mostly around the nose. It looks pretty good. I mean, it does look oily, but not too bad for wearing it for 7 hours. I am very lucky that most base products work pretty well for me. So if you are oily or if you are super dry, I can't tell you whether this is going to work for you. I did feel like on areas where I was a tad bit more dry, it was clinging on to those areas a little bit, but not too bad. Yeah, so maybe if you're like super dry, it might not work for you. And oily, I don't know. Can oily people wear tinted moisturizer? Can you guys let me know? But yeah, so first impressions, I give this a thumbs up. I think it's a good product and I will definitely be getting good use out of it this summer. Let's take it back to Mary in the studios where she's gonna finish off the video. Welcome back to the studio, and those are my final thoughts on the new Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. So I hope you enjoyed this little foundation review. I love doing reviews like these. For some reason, within the past year, base, foundation, CC creams, tinted moisturizer, skin tints, they have just become my absolute favorite. It's my favorite part of putting on makeup. I definitely feel that making sure you have a good skincare routine and a good prepping of the skin before you lay down your foundation or whatever base product you're using is definitely going to be the main reason whether, you know, you trying out a new product is going to fail or it's going to be a success. So just make sure that you have your skincare and your prepping of the skin down, and you will definitely have a much better experience with any new foundation that you are testing out. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for being here. Again, I appreciate you all so much, and I would love it if you could possibly help me out in reaching 1,000 subscribers in year 2021. So if you have anyone or if you know anyone that you think might love my channel, send them my way. I would love to have them. And yeah, so hopefully we can reach 1,000 subscribers. Okay, well, I would love it if you gave this video a big ol' thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and it would really help me out in the algorithm and hopefully bring in fresh and new eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to click the bell as soon as you do. That way you are notified every time I upload a video and you don't miss out on my face. Okay, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.